Hello students, welcome to science class. Students, in the previous lecture, we were discussing about the chapter tissue. In that lecture, we discussed that the tissue are the group of cells doing a specific function. Right students? Now we are also discussed that in plants and animals, the types of tissues are different. There are different types of tissues in plants and animals because the specific features or characteristics of plants and animal cells are different, we know. So the tissues are different in plants and animals. So today students, we will start with the plant tissues. We discussed that the plant tissues are of two types. One were meristematic tissue and second were permanent tissue. So students, in this lecture, we will discuss in detail about the meristematic tissue. Right students? Now we are going to start with the details of the meristematic tissue. Now students, meristematic tissue is derived from the Greek name meristos. What is this name? Meritos, which means divided. Right student? Because this name is given because of the reason because these tissues are dividing tissues. They go on dividing the cells and to form the new cells. They are responsible for the division and growth of the plant. If they are responsible for the division and growth of the plants, so they are always present at the growing parts of the plant. Because students, all the parts of the plant are not specific for the growth, right? There are certain organs which are only responsible for the growth of the plant. So the meristematic tissues are present at the areas where there is a growth in the plants. Mainly students, you know, where is the growth? Growth is mainly at the tips. So they are also present on the tips that we will study further. Now cells of these tissues can divide. So that's why they are known as the dividing tissues. They always divide to form new cells. Right student? In the initial stage, these cells have no specific functions. They just go on dividing. After a certain stage, they become a group of cells, specific group of cells, tissues which have specific functions. So in the starting stage, the division of labor is not present in these meristematic tissues. Now what type of cells they have got? The meristematic tissues have cells which can be oval, spherical, right students? They have a nucleus and dense cytoplasm, but they don't have a vacuole. Why they don't have a vacuole? Because in the process of division, there is no need of storage of water and minerals. So the vacuoles are very few or they are absent. And these cells are oval, spherical in shape, and they have dense cytoplasm, prominent nucleus, but no vacuoles. So these cells are responsible for the growth and division. So these cells of meristematic tissue are very much active. They are very active. They just go on dividing. So students, we have discussed that they are present at the growing parts of the plant where the growth takes place. Now students, depending upon the growth, depending upon the position of the growing parts, the meristematic tissues are divided further into three types of tissues, now which we will discuss now. Depending upon the position of the parts which are responsible for the growth, the meristematic tissue is divided into three types of tissues. First is apical meristematic tissue. Second is intercalary meristematic tissue. and third is students lateral meristematic tissue. Now these are divided into three depending upon the position of meristematic tissues, where they are present and what are their functions. Now students, first we will discuss about the apical meristematic tissues. Now the apical, as the name suggests, apical means apex. The tissues which are present at the apex, tip of the stem or root, are known as the apical meristematic tissues. They are present at the apex or tip of stem or root. Now what is their function? Their function is to increase the overall length of the plant. They increase the length of the plant. They are responsible to increase the length of the plant. Students, you can note the important points also. Length of the plant, and they are also responsible for the primary growth of the plant. Primary growth of the plant. Right students? Apical meristematic tissue are present at the tip or apex of the stem or root, and they increase the length of the plant, and they are thus responsible for the primary growth of the plant. Now second is the intercalary meristematic tissues. We see here intercalary meristems or meristematic tissues. They are present at the nodes or internodes. Right students? Where they are present? They are present at the nodes or internodes or at the leaf base. They are present at the nodes, internodes or leaf base. What they do? They convert the twigs into branches. They convert the twigs into branches. They grow the branches and they also bring the new branches in the plants. They are responsible for developing the new branches in the plants, and their intercalary meristematic tissues are present at the nodes, internodes or leaf base. Right students? Now there are third types of meristematic tissue, that is lateral meristematic tissue. Where they are present? Lateral meristematic tissues are present at the girth or bark, or at the girth of the bark, and also at the, which is known as the cambium. This part is also known as the cambium. So lateral meristematic tissues are also known as the cambium. They are present at beneath the bark or girth, or they are present at the part which is known as the cambium. They are responsible for the secondary growth. They are responsible for the secondary growth of the plant. As we see that apical meristematic tissue grow the length. They are responsible for the length of the plant, and they are lateral meristematic tissue are responsible for the width of the bark. Their function is to increase the width of the bark. They are responsible for the secondary growth of the plant. So students, these were the three types of meristematic tissues depending upon their position, where they are present, and their functional. Apical meristematic tissues are present at the apex tip. Intercalary are present at the nodes or internodes or the leaf base, and the lateral meristematic tissue are present at the girth or bark of the plant, and they are also known as the cambium tissues, which are responsible for the secondary growth of the plants, and they increase the width of the bark. So students, this was all about the meristematic tissues. One thing I like to tell you more, that these are the undifferentiated tissues, because in the starting these group of cells just go on dividing. They are not specified to work for a specific function. So there is no division of labor in the starting. So student, this was all about the meristematic tissue. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the permanent plant tissues. That's all for the today. Thank you. Have a nice day.